Hi, and welcome to this episode of John's Motorcycle Rescue and Review. Today's episode will be a project update on my 1982 Suzuki GS750E. And I have been super busy on this bike. I took the carburetors apart in the last episode and looked at the pilot jets. The pilot jets basically I destroyed them getting them out of the bike. So I ordered up a new set of pilot jets and I have been waiting. While I was waiting, I have been focused on a lot of cosmetic issues on the bike. I have replaced the handlebar, I've replaced the grips, I've replaced the clutch lever perch with a stock Suzuki unit to give me more clutch lever travel, and therefore my clutch can engage fully and won't be threatening to slip. It actually it has more range of motion than the inexpensive aftermarket part that was on it. I found some Suzuki emblems, and because there were no screw holes in the repainted tank, what I did was stuck them on with double-sided tape, and I've just been playing around with some pinstriping. This may or may not be what I go with, but just to mess around there. I did order new side covers here. These are they came unpainted, and so those need to be painted to match the bike. They are from a company called 4-into-1. And honestly, they fit pretty well. They're not, I would say they're not perfect, but they were, it's an alternative if you can't find stock pieces. I've spent a lot of time with steel wool cleaning these shocks. These were badly painted black, and it was just a bear. I spent hours and hours removing all of the black paint with some WD-40 and fine steel wool. But, in the end, was it worth it? Probably, if I was a mechanic, it would be cheaper to have me replace these than it would be to have me clean them like I did, just time-wise. But the new handlebar is on. This is an Emgo Magna wide bar. The new grips are on. I have a Suzuki Bandit 1200 master cylinder, front brake master cylinder, that arrived yesterday. I will be putting that on in place of this unit to see how the functionality is. I think that should actually give it a little bit more braking power. I may go ahead and replace the front brake lines with some Spiegler steel braided lines, just depending on how my brake function is once I replace that master cylinder. I've been cleaning up the chrome. It'll never be perfect, but it looks a lot better than it did. I have removed the foot peg holders on each side, and I have repainted those, and I'll put those on once that paint is dry and I'm finished up with them. Yeah, and this bike is just a lot of little cosmetics. I'm retouching, spots on the frame where a little bit of rust is coming through. The bike isn't rusted out, but it's just there's a lot of little spots of oxidation, so I'm just trying to address those one at a time. And this step in the process, it just requires patience. It requires just kind of going through very methodically from front to back, and even I'll go through and literally every fastener on the bike. If it's not like it should be, I'll detail it out so it looks nice. This isn't, I've said it before, this isn't going to be a show bike, but I want it to really look nice. I wanted, from 5 feet away, I want people to think it's a new bike. And this one may or may not turn out that well, but I'm going to give it a good solid effort. I have started polishing these engine cases. The clear coat was so badly corroded and pitted and had holes in it, and so it just looked awful. So I've actually started polishing this cover and this cover on this side, and then the corresponding covers on the other side. I have ordered new emblems for each side of the engine. Those are still available through Suzuki. and that's going to go a long way to making the engine look better. And I have spent a lot of time just cleaning the engine and really making it as nice as I can. I went in and put a new valve cover gasket in. While I was in there, I retorqued the cylinder head bolts. I also checked the valve clearances, and they were all within spec. It's got a very tight valve clearance spec on these. It's only it's 4 thousandths to 5 thousandths, and all of these were running around 4 thousandths. I did have to loosen up 2 of the valves, but just by a hair, not by much. But that valve adjustment went very quickly and easily, and I've sealed everything back up. So the pilot jets should be arriving later today, and I will go ahead and just continue on with this project. I may do the master cylinder sooner than later, but I'm not 100% sure. It's just a matter of taking my time and making sure I'm happy with the work. I don't like going back in and doing things twice, so sometimes while you're in there, it's a pain in the butt to take that extra step. For me, I find it's always worth it, because then I'm not unhappy later on. You know, if I put everything back together quickly and, you know, just to ride the bike, really, you know, what's the point if I'm going to have to go back in and do it again at a later time? I don't like doing that. I do think this bike is coming together, and I'm excited to continue on and see more progress on it. I'll keep you updated, and we'll get, you know, I'm really looking forward to posting some pictures when the bike is all complete and giving a full ride review. So that's the end goal here, is to get the bike up to my standards first, and then to, you know, do a review on it once it's the best bike it can be. All right, hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.